I'm doing this voiceover because I currently do not feel well, so that is why you guys aren't seeing me on camera. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Poetess Justice. If you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And today, in this video, we will be doing a comparison of her album Crash and her current mixtape, While We Wait 2. For me personally, I believe that there are a lot of people that prefer the While We Wait 2 mixtape versus the Crash album. Me personally, I loved While We Wait 2, and as I said in the previous video when I was speaking on the whole situation with Kehlani and Chris Brown and Kehlani and her baby daddy, the first half of Crash was it for me. The other half, I was like, no, I don't like. I think it was because there's some fact that Kehlani tried to go into a different direction with Crash, and it just didn't necessarily fit what I'm used to as a fan of her work. She does have some songs on Crash that I did enjoy, and those songs will be number 1, Groove Theory. It takes a minute to get into it, but once the beat hits, it's a really, really good song. Of course, you have the singles, which is After Hours and Next to You. I love both of those songs. Crash, it took me a minute to get into it, but I got into it. Better Not was a good song. It had like a country feel to it, so I love that. I love 8, and I had to go back and listen to Vegas. Vegas is one of the songs that I like on the Crash album as well. Everything else, I was not really feeling like that. Like, this album was good, but it wasn't great, if we want to be for real about it. Because me, I'm a music head, and I will be really honest about the music that I listen to. And if I forgot to mention, I also love 8. So let's go ahead and get into Kehlani's mixtape, While We Wait 2. Now this, I was not expecting this. I thought it was gonna be like a sequel to While We Wait, and it kind of was. If you think about it, it kind of was a sequel, and I loved this. Now you know that she pulled from the Crash album and did a remix of 8 and After Hours. Now, I'm going to be honest about the After Hours remix. I prefer the After Hours without the feature on While We Wait 2. And the remix of 8 with Flow, that was really, really cute, but I prefer it without Flow. Some of my favorite songs on the While We Wait 2 mixtape is, of course, the single When He's Not There. I love the song Single, Single. I play that back to back. I love the song Form of You that she has with Destin Conrad. I was waiting for them to do a song together because, you know, they been in cahoots with each other for years. So I love the fact that they have a song together. I love Ballin'. I love No Better, and it has a little more sample to it. I love Close Off. I love Border. I definitely love Border. I love First Life. The whole mixtape is everything. The only critique I have about it, like I said, is the fact that she had features on 8 and After Hours for the While We Wait 2 mixtape. I feel like she should have just took those two and just put them on the album without the features. But overall, I love the whole mixtape. I keep calling While We Wait 2 an album, and it's not an album, it's a mixtape. So, yeah. And also, like I said in the previous video, even though I'm currently not a fan of Kehlani as a person, I do love her as an artist because her music is just, it connects with me. And I'm going to be honest and say that I had a just since I'm doing an album review, I had a very hard time getting into Blue Water Road. There's only a few songs on there that I like. The singles for Blue Water Road were Alta, Up at Night, and Little Story, and Everything. Those are the songs that we got videos for. Oh, no, we got videos for Little Story, we got a video for Alta, we got a video for Up at Night, we got a video for Melt, but you know, she deleted that off of her channel, and we got a video for Everything. So, I was not a fan of Little Story. I was not a fan of Shooter. I love Up at Night. I love Everything. Not the interlude, the actual song. It took me a minute. It took me a minute to get into Alta, but I love Alta. I love Any Given Sunday. I love Wish I Never. It took me a minute to get into Milk too, but I love Milk. And I love Wandering. See, I couldn't really get into a lot of the other songs, and it's very few songs that I couldn't get into, but a majority of the album, I liked it. So, yeah, like, I still support Kehlani as an artist. It's just that Crash was not it. And then when she put out While We Wait 2, I was like, While We Wait 2 should have been the album, and Crash should have been the mixtape. I understand that, like I said, she was trying to experiment with sound, but it just didn't hit. I thought it was gonna hit. Now, there are people out there that are die-hard supporters of Kehlani and feel like, yo, that whole album ain't. For me, that's not what it is. That's not what it ever was. Please let me know that in the comments down below. What did you prefer? Do you prefer Crash or do you prefer While We Wait 2? The mixtape. Me personally, I prefer While We Wait 2. The mixtape. I listened to Crash once. I will never listen to it again. She already put 8 and After Hours on the mixtape, so I don't really have to go back into the Crash album and listen to it, because those are the two songs that I really like on the album that made it to the mixtape. Even though they have features on them, I could still, tolerate it. So I don't mind listening to those on the mixtape. But I would never go back and listen to Crash. That was a one-time listen for me. I wasn't feeling it. It didn't give what it was supposed to give for me, and I personally feel like, even though, Kehlani, because I watched Kehlani's interviews, even though Kehlani was saying, this is something that I wanted to step out of my comfort zone and do. Me personally, I feel like, the label had a hand in telling her, okay, you need to put this album out. This is the first album that you need to put out before you actually put out the mixtape. Because, Kehlani has a obligation that she has to feel with her label. So she had to put out Crash, and then, she put out While We Wait 2, which is what I believe she actually wanted to do. I feel like if it was reversed, if she put out While We Wait 2 first and then she put out Crash, I feel like the label would have had an issue with that. But yeah, I feel like Crash was a label album and While We Wait 2 was a Kehlani album, and it was something that, because you can hear it. You can hear Kehlani and what it is that she truly wanted to say in the mixtape versus Crash. It just, even though it was a growth album, it just didn't do what it was supposed to do for me. And you, like I said, you have your people out there that love it, and you have your people out there that don't like it. And there was people on Twitter like, ew, like I don't know about Crash. Like, what is that? What is that? And then she put out While We Wait 2, and everybody's like, yes, this is exactly what we wanted, and you gave us what we wanted. So why did you put out Crash? You could have just put out While We Wait 2, and we would have been fine with it. We would have been fine with it. You did not have to put out Crash. Because let me tell you something. For the people that die-hard Kehlani fans, Crash came and went. Crash came and went. She put out While We Wait 2, and I'm telling you, that joint is playing in rotation around here, and I'm sure it's playing in rotation at other people's houses as well. Because when I tell you I play out that mixtape, I do. But yeah, like I said, you guys, let me know down in the comments which one you like best. Do you like Crash or While We Wait 2? And also tell me what are your favorite songs from the Crash album and what are your favorite songs from the While We Wait 2 mixtape. And that is all, you guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. Deuce.